Hello and welcome to the Palmic. This is the third installment of the Busan Pocket, the Wargame Red Dragon campaign series. And, well, I guess I'm back after not uploading for like 3 or 4 months, if not more. What basically happened, well, I'll be quite clear with you guys, is that live hit, and, well, I was a bit too busy to make, especially edit videos. I had quite a few technical issues with my computer as well during the time, and I'm glad to announce that I'm back in the game, and just in general. Right, excuses aside, we have a capital to defend, Busan. I've already played and actually recorded footage of how it came out, how this turn, the rest of the turn came out, and the outcome was not really good. What I did is basically left all the forces in Oichang, of course defeated the enemy here, and quite stupidly, I did not leave any ground forces in Busan, because these guys, they went straight into Busan, encountered no resistance, and I lost the whole campaign. I actually still have that footage. I recorded that video and I thought, well, I probably should upload that, even if I fail, which I did miserably, quite miserably. And I just stood up and thought, no, this just cannot end here. So I just reloaded the save before the end of the turn. And we will do things a bit differently. This is going to be the desperate defense of Busan today, because we'll probably have to hold back the naval invasion of US and, well, NATO task force to Seoul, because I realized one thing, that I cannot really invade it in this turn, because the naval force here can only move one tile, one area, one zone at a time, and it doesn't even really count. I have to still land the troops, which is going to have to be done at the other episode. Another thing that you may have already noticed is that there are no captions. Well, where have they gone, you may ask? Well, I've had a little bit of a surge in views in the past month, maybe month and a half. This is actually what gave me all the motivation to come back to it, really, even though I'm having it quite busy. But, and I've seen a comment or two there that the captions are a bit distracting. So, at least for this episode, you will see none of them, unless I'm talking completely indistinguishable language or gibberish, only to emphasize a point or two. But I will keep that to a minimum, and we'll see how it goes. All feedback, of course, is appreciated and taken into the account. So if you like them back, of course, you can comment, and so on and so forth. Now, what we will do, of course, is we'll not make an overview of what we have in Naval Sector Charlie just yet. What I will do is just move them to Bravo, so we can have a nice little episode of Korean D-Day up next. That's called foreshadowing. And we will need to assign one of these units back to Busan, because if we end the turn, the enemy moves in their ground troops here, we have no chance of defending ourselves. Yes, so let's see which one we will need to sacrifice. Well, since the enemy has only the 21st Tank Battalion, which literally consists of one command unit, Han Maho command vehicle, CV, and T-55s and Type 63s, which are not really amazing tanks. T-55, though, well, 7 points of frontal armor might actually pose a little bit of a threat. And Type 63s is just basically a bullet sponge, in a bad way, that is. And other thing that they have is the Koksan, 5 Koksan heavy artillery batteries, which are actually could pose a bigger threat, especially to our infantry. But the thing is, I think we will move out our infantry out of here. The enemy only has one command vehicle, and I think for the battle in Oichang, my goal is going to be to hunt down this command vehicle. If I can basically delete it off the map, I will win the fight instantly, and the enemy will have to retreat. But the other way around cannot be said in Busan, because we have nothing here. Basically just some aircraft which can be just overrun in the airfields, which is of course not really the preferred outcome of this campaign, which basically happened in the footage that I recorded for the return to the channel. And yeah, I'm diverting the 24th Infantry Battalion back to Busan, so at least there's somebody who can defend. But I think as we end the turn, we'll be able to assign a few more units from Daegu back to Busan before actually starting the defense. I'm not so sure if I'll be doing that defense in this episode. Might do. But I guess we'll just have to see how it goes. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and start the battle in Uichang. Okay, of course, conflict. And here's the tactical map of ours. So the enemy is quite surprisingly holding Delta. I think since they're staying here from the last episode, they were not really pushed out. They don't have to arrive from Namgyang, and they're just holed up in Delta. I think there's the sector that they owned last time. Not so sure. I completely forgot how the hell the game works as well. Well, not really completely. It's like riding a bicycle. You learn it and you keep it for life, more or less. But as you can see, they don't have that many units. Only one Hanmaho command vehicle. Some Coxons, T-55, some Type 63s. We have quite a few more, of course. We have only still, of course, one command vehicle, which is this M48A3. Some cargos, K511s, which are going to come in handy if this actually gets dragged on too much. But the tanks that we have against theirs is not very... Well, it does not impress, as you may be already seeing. 5 frontal armor, it's even lower than their T-55s. They as well are recon, and this does not really scream perfect. At least they have pretty long range gun, 2275 meters against their 1900s. So at least our tanks somewhat outrange them. But if they get into direct confrontation, they have 33 of those T-55s. Jesus Christ. Even though it seems that they don't have that many units, we stand little chance. We stand quite a little chance against them. But the backbone of this whole assault, I'm not even looking at these bloody vehicles. M36s, like, come on. At least they have good gun, but AP power is quite low. It's just useless vehicle, I guess, just meat for the enemy to chew on. But the backbone of this assault are going to be our helicopters, AH-1S and AH-1J. Primarily AH-1S, because they have ITOs, anti-tank missiles, heat missiles, with accuracy of 60%, with a stabilizer of 45. A stabilizer basically means if the helo is flying and firing. That's the accuracy accuracy value that this game is going to use. There's nothing much more to say about this whole upcoming battle. Is that as we have 1000 starting command points, so does the enemy. But our total value of forces, of course, a bit lower. Forces morale is 4 points. Our morale is high from what I remember, but our cohesion is absolute 0. So is the enemy's actually. So that should come in handy, I guess. Well, that both sides are quite starved. And what are my orders? I will launch the battle. And let's load in and see what we've got. Of course, yes, the enemy's holding Delta as per tactical map. We'll keep the M48A3 right here, right in between the buildings, so the enemy cannot really see our command vehicle. I wonder though, to which sector they're going to push, to Daegu or to Namgyang. Both of these have air and land corridors, so they could flank us if they reach it, but the thing is that they'll have to abandon Delta with 3 extra command point trickle, so to say. I'll just make a wild guess, and I will guess that they're going to be shooting for Daegu. So what I will do is, of course, I'll spawn in all these cargoes, just in case. We'll place them next to the command vehicle. Yeah, they won't be able to see. And I'll start putting in as many tanks as I can. Yeah, this annoying feature that different veterancy level tanks cannot be grouped up, at least at the deployment phase, but we can do that as soon as we deploy them anyway. So I'll put these two here. We have a little tank force here. Recce's, we'll need that helo here. We'll just place it there, above the buildings here, so it flies high. It's forced to fly high, and I don't forget about it. And I'll probably assign one more with them here. Vehicles, I'm not even gonna touch these. Well, maybe actually I will, just in case. Yeah, I'll do a quad stag here. So if we see enemy approaching from here at some point, they'll be able to engage, but they will probably not be able to do much against the enemy tanks. And that's the only issue. That is the only issue. Though their AP power is 8, it's just enough to pierce the enemy armor, which is actually quite nice. But this is going to be our main punch. AH-1SS will be, of course, assigned with this little group, which I will send almost immediately towards the enemy sector in Delta. I'll play aggressively here, even though I'm pretty bad in this game on offense, basically. I'm more used to turtle up and defend from enemy, which in this scenario, in this campaign, is actually quite ideal for me, because we have to defend mostly. But I have to make a choice, of course, to attack at least at some point, or this whole campaign is going to start to get really boring. I'm still trying to assess the situation. Well, it's near. I think the AI is going to go for Daegu. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Last time it just turtled up and stayed in Delta. Last time, by that I mean the footage that I recorded where I completely lost this bloody campaign. But we'll have to just see how it goes. We still have 180 command points. Should I get the AH-1Js? I don't actually think so. I'll do a quad stack of TOW-2s as a little of a backup, just in case the enemy shows up from this side. And speed normal, we're all ready, and we will launch the battle. I will immediately order these forces to move as fast as they can. I'll try and regroup. Never mind. I'll just leave him for now because I forgot. Oh yes, there we go. And we see the enemy command unit is actually rushing for Daegu. This is not what happened last time. Less fire, come on. They have a pretty good shot at this. And there we go. I don't know who actually made the fatal mistake here. Is it the enemy, or is it just that I got lucky in my guess? But the battle is over. Total victory. The battle lasted 0 minutes and 29 seconds. The battle stopped because the enemy's last command unit on the battlefield has been destroyed. Okay, this is not really quite what I expected. AI doesn't really throw their command units around like that. I believe, I want to see how fast that unit... Oh, I cannot look at their cards, can I now? Yeah. They did not send their T-55s and Type 63s up front, though. Which is rather odd to me. And what else is really rather odd to me is that why it says that I lost some units. Maybe it's just because I used them. Maybe no cohesion. There was a little patch in between on a 10-year-old game. They're actually still keeping this game afloat. The Ogen systems, the developers of this game, or at least the publishers. I lost one AH-1S. I do wonder why. I actually don't really get. But all don't gets aside. Yeah, we have a total victory of only 29 seconds of a battle. Jesus Christ. Okay, I was not really expecting that, not gonna lie. I'm about as confused as you are, I guess. But, yeah, all confusion aside, I guess we can click... okay, there's not that much of an overview I can do about this because not much has happened in the first place. But yeah, we have finished the turn 2 here, and almost everything we can do. What? The naval units can still... No, never mind, they cannot move. Maybe they can move one more naval sector, but we cannot conduct a landing in Seoul. So yeah, we'll have to postpone the whole D-Day of Korea War to next episode, most likely. But what I will still include in this episode is the defense of Busan. Now this is going to be a pickle, that I must say. Are we actually going to lose if they are going to enter this? Because if that happens, if they enter and we lose automatically, this is going to have to be the end of this series. Well, there's only one way to find out. We'll end turn 2. Okay, never mind. Maybe they did not move in to Busan. Is that what I saw there? Either way, there's this special ops gentleman here. Major, we can confirm that our forces are backing off. Busan is now directly threatened by enemy forces. We advise you to reinforce the town's defense or launch an immediate counterattack. Over and out. Yep, never mind, they're still moving. Major, we can confirm that the enemy forces are now inside Busan sector. We must urgently alert our last defenses. Busan must not fall. Major, we confirm that the enemy squadron MiG-29 fighters has taken off for air-to-ground support. Warn our pilots that things are going to get pretty heated up here. Oh, there. Oh lord, yeah, they're doing rather... Oh lord, yeah, this is going to be quite a defense here. And they're attacking. Oh boy, they are attacking. We are in a pickle here, boys. Boys and girls, I might add. Yes. They have air attack convoy, they have engineers battalion, they have infantry regiment. We have basically nothing here. I will not press out to resolve, that's for sure. We're looking at a very bad situation here. Best we can do at this point is to hold up maybe in Daegu, maybe in Delta. And just try and repel as many enemies as we can. That's the only way. That's going to be the only way I see it. I don't want to back off straight to Busan and lose another sector, because there is going to have to be a counterattack here. And the enemy is throwing their last efforts, their last forces, in order to retake Busan. I'm rather concerned, but we have to do it. So the enemy, of course, has brought in quite a lot of reinforcements. Many command units. We will not be able to end the battles now in like 29 seconds like the last one. They have lots of infantry. Well, not actually that many. The AA and the AT infantry still kept at a minimum like 2 and 3 units. Bo Chung-su, their backbone infantry, I suppose, is also just 8 units. Yeah, but they are pretty good infantry there. Regulars. This fun support they have, BM-21s. Oh lord, the Katyushas, and 8 of them too. They have 1 Shilka. I think that one remainder of what we destroyed previously. I wonder what's happening in Daegu, but I cannot see just because. Or can I actually exit? Never mind. Yeah, I have to take a stand here. They have helos, they have planes, they have F5s though only. With 30mm frag rounds, with MD500D. This is basically a Chinese, I guess, copy of the Little Bird. So much for copyright there. Yeah, we're not looking so good. I will not waste my time on overviews because this video is getting actually not that long. It's only 20 minutes at this point, but they have 3,210 total value of their forces against our 1,890. A whole 1,000 more. What I can only hope is that the enemy is going to be stupid. That's about it. This is going to be a rather desperate defense, and I guess I will just launch the battle and lay out my troops. We will lose a lot here. That's all I can say. We will lose a lot. I will move up the command tank here, just hide it in the forest. I might actually even put it up to fight. So will I with the cargoes here. All the remaining tanks up in the fronts. Just by the tree lines over there. Oh, wait a minute. No, yeah, just 2. I'll do double stacks. We still have M48 A3Ks. How many of them? 10, 11, 12. We might actually stand a chance here with all these tanks. But we'll lose some. We'll probably have to lose some. Do we have anything dense here? Yes, we have some dense forest. We'll have to use every single inch of it that we have. And yep, that's my last tank that I have. They'll probably actually attack from Gyeochang. I'm doing a bit of a mistake here. Anything I can spare here? Nope. I'll just swap these with a double stack. I'll actually not even swap these. I'll reinforce that side a bit more. What can I even do? I will move up these tanks a bit further. Maybe we can envelop them at some point. All these tanks, just ready for the onslaught of the enemy. There's nothing else I can do, quite literally. Yeah, I will leave these here. I will hold the Daegu sector from here. Oh, this does not look good. Oh, this does not look good. Of course, I'll need some recce. Vehicles, M36s. Yeah, I'll have to use this instead of bloody infantry. At least they have long range. AH-1SS. I will leave them a little bit in the back just in case. I will only call them in when needed. Not enough deployment points already. So I will move these cargoes back maybe. Yeah, I'll leave them here. So they don't get destroyed in case this force gets overwhelmed. How many points do we get if I... Yeah, 20. 20 points if I remove one of these M36 units. I'll bring in one more AH-1S. And this is what we will have to defend. Well, that ain't good, is it? I will put the OH-6 up here and just hope that the enemy is not bringing in AA, or at least heavy AA, probably a bit further. What else I can expect from here? These tanks will have to hold this little tree line over here. The enemy's probably going to throw a lot of shells at us. And that's pretty much it. We cannot do anything else here. Oh, this looks grim. I have no idea what I'm doing. Speed normal, launch the battle. We'll see how it goes. Oh yes, please. Do I see helos? Yes, I do. Do I have anything against helos? No, I don't. Back off, back off, back off. The enemy helos are already trying to fire. AH-1SS will have to engage these helos. Lord Almighty, they're bringing an onslaught. Come on. Engage those helicopters. Firing computer reset. And what we will do here is try to do a flank attack. Okay, we're taking out their choppers little by little. A few by few. Come on. We're losing tanks left and right here, of course. Now do I back off? Reverse, yep. Reverse the M36s, but we're slowly taking out enemy helicopters, which is a good sign, of course. And we will be able to launch a little attack with M48Ks from here. And we destroyed enemy one and single? No, never mind, not one and single. Enemy command vehicle. Are we out of ammunition here? No, we're not. Engage those MD500Ds. Ah, Lord. We're losing these boys. Back off, back off. Come on. One by one. Falling down. Our team owns 80 points of destruction points needed to win, and we took out one more helicopter. And yeah, we have a total victory here after only 1 minute 53 seconds. Holy cow, those AH-1Ss mid did good. Oh yes, they did good. Even if it says -1, I won't lose it. I think that's the final number that they say. It's only 3. Ooh, my heart was actually quite racing in this one. We were able to defend ourselves. Luckily, very luckily. We have killed 680 points needed. Actually, even above needed destruction points to defeat the enemy. What about losses? Of course, we were losing M48 A3Ks and M36s, a few of those, but that's the sacrifice we had to do. Right. They have used quite a lot infantry units, but it seems that they never really reached. Most of my points came from destroying those helos, though. They only have one MD500D AGS-17s left, which is a good sign. We have decreased their air power quite a lot when in case of helos, but we could not even take down a single plane. We saw a little strike force moving in there at one point, but we held the area. We lost 195 points, which is quite unfortunate of those few precious tanks that we've got. But I think we'll be able to reinforce them or R&R them by the end of the round. And I will press OK. That's all I can do, really. And at least we have Oichang here. Now, of course, Daegu, the enemy is not really concentrating on Daegu much. So what I will do, in of course the desperate defense of Busan, is to just move as many forces as I can afford back to Busan. Heavy armored battalion. What? It cannot move back? Where it can move then? Oh, okay. Understood. At least we have 35 points here. I'll see what possibilities do I have. Either way, so it seems that I cannot move my troops. Ah, they still have a Battle of Daegu to do, don't they? Or never mind, maybe it's... Ah, yeah, okay, never mind, yeah, I cannot move directly to Busan, maybe because of the mountains or whatever. Terrain restrictions, more or less. Then I will probably have to move whatever I have from Muichang back to Busan, and they will have another battle at there. Can I do R&R and refit? Nope. The enemy has brought in quite a lot of planes here. One tank regiment. But we have air superiority fighters as well. This is going to be more like an air battle, not as much as a ground battle, from what I can see. Okay, what do we have in reserve? Land forces, US task force. Can I land any of these in Busan? Armored battalion, sea attack. What about the 72nd Armored Battalion? They have M1A1 Abrams. Is it possible? Not having available destinations. Okay, we'll have to do with ROK Army Reserve then. We have an artillery convoy and a logistics convoy. Jeez, that's nothing. Both worth of 5 points of worth. Yep, I will pull down any reserves I can. What about Air Force? We have two strike squadrons. One with Peace Pheasants, F4Ds, which just carry bombs, and Strike Squadron, which has napalm. Hard choice, actually, in between these two. Do they have it? Oh yeah, they have air squadrons, don't they? Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Okay, let's shift troops around. Of course, I'm bringing everyone I can back to Busan. I'm moving the heavy armored battalion to Oichang. Logistics engineer battalion. What do you guys have? Gonbyung. Napalm infantry. Good for defense. I'll bring him in. What else do we have? Anti-air convoy. Only one, only one. Unfortunate. Special Aviations Regiment. With UDT SEALs. No, we need something a bit more that can soak up heat. And that is anti-tank heat. I'll pitch in an anti-air convoy back to Incheon then. I guess we'll need to retake Yongdeok by force at some other time. Of course, they cannot move. No R&Rs, no refits in here. They have so much air in here, but they don't have that much of a ground force. Well, these Tokchon 130mm artillery batteries, they can pose a bit of a threat, especially in defense of Busan. But they neither have initiative nor cohesion, so that might work to our advantage. But 12th Tank Regiment, yeah, they will cause quite a lot of trouble. They have 4 command vehicles. They're not going to be defeated like we did in what was that, Oichang. They have a few FOBs, and they don't have that many tanks. Wow, okay, I'm actually surprised. They have so little. What is that, 8 tanks in total? We even outnumbered them with our 13. We will stand a chance here, and we will probably even be able to defend ourselves, which is a really good sign. Unless they, of course, completely murder us with their MiG-29s. These are air superiority fighters, though. If they decide to show up, I'll need to send in mine. Actually, if they decide to show up in the battle itself, I mean. They have a strike squadron as well with anti-tank missiles, which will, of course, pose a threat to us. A rather serious one. An anti-tank convoy, of course, consisting of these guys, which I might use as meat, quite literally. Do we have any? Yeah, we have Stingers here. I might deploy a few in the defense of Busan, just to take down the enemy planes. That's still possible, isn't it? Well, manpads, not much they can do, but still. We have peace pheasants. We have some. The forces are rather equal. It's hard to judge. It's hard for me to judge what's going to happen. And we still cannot land them there anyway. So, the last battle of the video, I guess, is the Busan. The most interesting and most crucial battle of the episode. Of course, we're holding everything. Oh lord, this is a large map. We'll hole up in Daegu and Charlie. They'll be forced to use the corridors here between the mountains, and I think, to be honest, it's going to be like fish in a barrel. We have so many forces in here in comparison to theirs. 4,800 points worth versus their 3,430. Both sides have 2 points of cohesion. Our destruction points balance is higher than theirs. Well, only slightly, but still, that still counts. Charlie Alpha Echo. We'll see what I can afford. I can afford a bit more, don't I? All starting ports are the same, 1,100. And without further ado, I'll just launch the battle. Oh, Lord Almighty, this fighting in Daegu will start. Cool. So that's the whole map. Actually, there's a larger version of this map, especially for online matches. There are sectors here and here. It's a huge map here. But that's beyond the point at the moment. I'll, of course, put the command infantry here, FOB. I'd like to back it off somewhere. Not that much of a choice where, really. I don't want to leave it here. It's too far. I will put it somewhere here, like by the side of the road, near the forests. this road connects these two sectors, so I will be able to resupply my troops rather fast. Okay. Do we have one more bamboo? Bonbu? Nope. That's the only command. Oh, that's the only command unit that I have for the whole map. Okay, never mind. I will put him here in the forest, just in the very corner. What else? What else? What else do we have? We have anti-tank infantry, which I will use. Could this be the welcoming party? Yes, it could. I will put some more in here, in this very forward sector of houses. Some stinger, of course. Some stingers, because their planes, they're going to be flying over. Support, do we have? We have some artillery, but I don't want to use the points on those. We have a few other units that we will need. I'm too afraid to use these Recce helos. I only have 2 and the enemy is definitely going to be flying planes at us. So I will be... Oh, we have no tanks. What? They're not ready, maybe? I don't know. I have no bloody clue now. I'll just make do with what I have. Right. Yeah. We don't have any tanks. Even though they have returned to the sector. Maybe they're... Yeah, they're too much out of morale. Or, sorry, cohesion. They cannot be at the ready at all. Okay. What we will do then is I'll put some M36s on sides somewhere around here. And here. Maybe across this whole valley. To rain down hell and fury upon the enemy. 3 double stacks there. And a couple double stacks here. I want some air, just in case. Air superiority fighters. Which one's better? F-16C is the Korean version. Damn, they take a lot of points. Oh, but this is an interceptor, proper interceptor. And this F-16C Peace Bridge is more like a more close-range fighter. I'll take a couple of these to have them out already. Peace Pheasants, Sabers, and maybe well, 1 Peace Pheasant for now. Do we have an air corridor at all? Yes, we have. Well, we'll lose it immediately. No swearing, this is a Christian channel. Well, I already did, anyways. I'll need to keep my command unit here, just because, in Daegu sector, just because the air-land corridor is here. If we hold Charlie here like that, we just won't be able to receive any more reinforcements should we need any. Which is rather, it's just bad. The situation's pretty damn bad, I'm not going to lie. H1SS, you guys saved us previously. Completely. And I will do some AH-1Js on this sector as well. Not in the... Okay, never mind. I'm out of points. Great! We have no way of bringing any reinforcements in anymore. What I just realized. I'll take these M36s to replace them with infantry. A double stag here. I'll take another one out to get in another double stack. Not enough points, great. What do I have to do here now? Yeah, I'll just put a single unit here. That's all I can do. That's quite literally all I can do. This is gonna be a heavy battle. Speed normal. Should I pull the... Yeah. Nah, I'll leave the FOB where it is. Let's see, what's the visual from here? Yeah, it's quite clear. At least I'll be able to land the helos somewhere here. They're going to be a little bit covered by the trees and all that stuff there. Cool. That's what we have. Oh, that's what we have. And I'm launching the battle now. Unload everything here. All the troops in their respected zones. Moving back the transports. AH-1Ss are going to be at the ready. The M36s fast forward here. These M36s slow forward there. So they can engage immediately. We're getting 2 points actually of income. We thought we have no income at all. No, this is good news. That's good news for me. I can continue bringing in vehicles, which is at the moment the most important part. I'll back these M36s up with some extra. The enemy is not moving still. Well, it's going to show up sooner or later, the onslaught. Sooner or later, they will show up. These M36s are moving in. I'm getting some extra points. AH-1Js, 55 for each. Nope, can't afford that. I have to save points. Any more transports unattended? I'll keep this one just with the... Never mind, no, I'll pull it back. Well, we're scraping the barrel here quite literally. These AH-1Js here are at the ready to engage the enemy. What do you see? Out of sight, no clear sight. If you press T, you can manually aim, and this is how you can see what the unit sees of yours. Okay. What about this? No clear sight here. I'll push them up to this tree line. Right. The other unit of M36 is about to arrive to help these guys. I'll put these guys a little bit in another corner of this tree line. And these M36s will go here. Okay. Where's the enemy? Where is the enemy? I'm starting to get enough points for some more planes or just more stuff. Which is good, which is good. Maybe I should bring in a Kato. Just leave him somewhere far back. Their missiles have really long range. Maybe they could attack. And I see our first contact, which I will engage with this AH-1J. These couple of AH-1Js. Cobras, aren't they? Yes, more and more of them. Two.
Then you'll kill yourself and everyone here.
Yeah.
No command vehicles. Why is the enemy just throwing in the command vehicles like that? I find it odd. I'll switch off. Oh, never mind. They hit. One down. One enemy command vehicle down. Is that the other one down? Nope. Move, move. I want that other one guy down. I want that other command vehicle down. They're going to try and flank us most likely. There we go. Attack. One by one. Yeah, they're firing their world guns. And here we go. Their second command vehicle is down. I will land these helos to resupply the FOB right now. Oh, what's going on there? Never mind. That's finished already. Infantry, what we still have. We have basically nothing. So I'm tempted to bring in some artillery, but we haven't needed them so far. I will bring in a recce helo, just so it can overview this whole area. So it should still have enough visibility to be able to see. Right, never mind. I will put it above these buildings real quick. Just for a little bit. Unless it sees something. I'll just try to do a patrol with it. Come on. Where are you guys hiding? The enemy is reluctant to attack. If I save enough points, I might launch an attack of my own. We still have 15 minutes in here. In the end. Okay, so there's no more enemy here. Why? Where are they? don't suppose they're holed up in these valleys just waiting for me to come by. That would be actually pretty bad. I'll leave this OH6 right above these buildings just in case if I see anything. Right. So the enemy is not very active. This is actually to my advantage. I can bring in more vehicles. I only have a few more left, actually. I'll bring a few double stack of M36s here. Do I need more there? I'll try and keep it balanced. Yeah, we need more here. And I think I will be trying to push then. I'll bring in some more infantry just to back these guys up. Hopefully. That is. What do we have? What do we have? Are these guys replenished? Yes, they are back and resupplied. So the enemy has a bit less morale. I think it's reluctant to attack because it just wants to keep a hold of the sector. That's my guess. I'm really tempted to launch an attack from this side, from the western side, according to the minimap. What have we got? If my OH6 sees anything, I might be able to at least evaluate what the enemy has got. Oh yes, they're coming. What are these? Tanks. Or any sort of vehicles, I don't really care. AH-1Ss, up and up. A MiG is coming in. I'm sending in my peace bridges. And they haven't stunned. A peace pheasant will attack as well. That Su-25K. The OH-6 is being attacked. All my airplanes. The enemy plane has evac'd. They have a kerosene leak. It's going to be an air battle here. Come on! Did we get it? No. Everyone evac. This OH-6 is damaged. And I see one more suicidal command unit. Very good, very good. I'm finding it really odd that the enemy is killing themselves so much. No, that is great. That is good. More points for me, less command for them. Here we go. And these AJ-1Js, just because they killed so much worth of enemies, points, basically, so much worth points of enemy, they are now being upgraded, basically up-veteraned to elite. And I will move these H1Ss. I saw that recce vehicle there. I might be able to afford another plane, maybe as bait for the enemy MiG. Come on. Where are you? Okay, never mind. I'll land these back. I don't think they have used anything of their armaments. F-86 Sabre. Right. I'm sorry, buddy, but I'll have to use you as bait. I'll shell this dense forest, have my peace bridges at the ready. Just in case the enemy MiG shows up. Of course, it has to do a loop. It cannot. It's too near. The target is just too near for it to attack at a spawn. Oh, come on! What are you doing? Oi! Come on! Come on! Where is that MiG? Well, that peace pheasant is still on mission. Is anything happening? Come on. No. This is going to be... And, oh lord, I just accidentally sent them out. I right-clicked instead of left-clicked. So they're going to have to be on standby a little bit. Okay, let's not sit around anymore. Is my Reki Hilo fixed? Yes, it is. I will send it back up front. Oh, and these are the Type 63s here. Now going to be engaged by my AT infantry. Oh, and then some M36s. And they have just been destroyed. Maybe I flushed them out in the end from this forest. Could be. But another few precious points for us. Right. I'll move up the Reki a little bit. Maybe even bait that MiG. Who's probably going to take out my Reki Hilo in like one fell swoop. One burst. I don't see anything. Right, all jokes aside, I'm pushing. On attack move. Everything. I want everything that can move, move. What about this side? I have no bloody clue. I'll bring it to these M36s there. I'll move up these M36s up the road on a fast move. These AJ-1Js to be ready at the back to support in case the enemy decides to attack there instead. It does not see anything, which is good. We still have 8 minutes. Right, this napalm is not going to do well for our own troops. If they decide to walk into it, just please don't. I'm not risking it. Screw this. These AH-1SS in the air. Oh yes, baby. I see quite a few tanks. Oh, SU, 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 SU. Come here. Of course evac ordered. And we got him. We got an enemy plane, which is worth quite a lot actually. Oh, this is going to be a Mexican standoff there. Come on, AH-1SS will have to engage now. A MiG is showing itself. It takes out our Reki Hilo, of course. We have a radar malfunction. Evac ordered. Can we afford another air superiority fighter? Yes, we can. Which is going to intercept this MiG, which is stunned. Got his evac ordered. Come on. Can you do a little bit more? Yes, we got him. We got that MiG, which is nice. We suffered a few losses here, especially with M36s, and we're low on toes. I think we might have lost a couple of those AHs. Enemy's putting up smoke on our positions now. We have to back... No, never mind, I won't back off with this M36. Of course, no attack without any losses, unfortunately, but this AH-1S is going to have to save us, quite literally. And yes, their tank is down. I will back this AH-1S off to FOB, and I'll order it to land. Right, what's next? These M36s. I will move them up this valley. And I will order this infantry to start moving on their feet, basically. I don't want to risk their transport vehicles, which will count as basically a full unit death. My F-16 peace bridges are ready, which is good. We need air superiority. We need air superiority. That's the key here now. And we are slowly winning it. Very slowly, but still winning it. I'll order another M36 up here, and we're out of fuel for that M36. I'll order some cargoes to resupply them. Just quickly swing in 1/4 of a battle time remaining. What's going on? What's going on? Where? Someone was firing. I heard it. Don't pretend. Okay, infantry has to move up. Now that's that Type 63. Oh, it has just disappeared out of our sights. So this push is a bit costly still, but at least we're doing something. I think we're just keeping the enemy at bay. Can these M36s move up without being decimated on the way? Well, we're about to find out. And the enemy is firing. Most likely. That looks like HE. I'll back him up before the shells land. Yep! That's exactly what it was. And the M36 is out of fuel. At least not in the enemy fire zone. Okay. I'll continue moving up slowly but surely. Hopefully. We need to resupply that M36 with fuel. Preferably ASAP. Oh, it's being stunned now. The explosion was close enough. Come on. I do wonder what is going on down there. I'll order an attack move on this road. The OH-6 seems to be not unbothered, basically. Sorry for my lack of speaking, to be honest. I'm not so sure. I'm just trying to think. We have a transport here with some infantry, which I will move up just with a whole transport, probably. I'll move these K200s just in case. Maybe we need to evacuate or something like that. I see some cargoes being just thrown in. An interesting decision by AI. It will have a greeting party. Okay, display formations. Why? I cannot regroup you two guys. I can split. Okay, never mind. I just remembered how this works. These two guys are regrouped. Are they refueled though? Only spare parts. Okay, I'll switch on fuel now. Let's refuel these guys. And we probably won't even be able to commence a proper attack before they all run out of fuel. I'll move up the OH. Oh, thank you. Yoink, yoink. Cargo's ours. Yeah, because cargo cannot defend themselves, they just turn in. It's basically like civilian vehicles or something. What do they have? Oh, what was that? Lord. Oh, Lord. Come on, let's move up. Jesus Christ, I can't believe these World War II tanks with a bit of an upgrade are now invading the enemy. Wow. Well, thank you very much. Oh, there we go. Fuel. Right here. Thank you very much. I guess they use the same diesel. And these go back. No, we will repossess them. Only 44 seconds left. Okay, that's enough fuel for a push, for a final push. Let's go. What? What? Young? Oh, never mind. Just they lost it and we captured it immediately. Who are you? Show yourself. If we can capture that FOB in these next 17 bloody seconds. Damn, these M36s just eat fuel. Why, thank you for all these trucks that you're giving me. Oh! Did we just hit? Yes! Yeah, I barely even noticed. Oh, but it's a draw. We went out of time, but we were still able to destroy the enemy command vehicle in the very end. Wow. Okay. So it's a draw. The battle lasted 20 minutes 0 seconds. The battle stopped because both sides are exhausted. Timeout. Best news, probably, in this whole desperate defense, or maybe in the whole campaign, is that the 12th Tank Regiment has been destroyed. No more these bloody morons for us. No, not really bloody morons. No, none of the serious threat has just been removed. That's all I can say. Wow. We destroyed a few MiG-29s, at least one of them, and one SU. What have we lost, though? I think we lost one plane and a helo, didn't we? Yeah, we only have one OH-6 left. Well, that doesn't matter that much to me. Just because we have destroyed the whole tank regiment. Probably they ran out of command units, but then why that unit earlier in Daegu did not get dismissed? That's, I guess, just one of the wonders and mysteries of this game. And wow, well, big shout out to South Koreans here. They made their best. We destroyed 1,040 worth of points while losing 245. Unfortunately, most of them are M36s, 2 H1Ss. Yeah, the planes got us. I was just too concentrated on our own air superiority fighters. And I don't think H1Ss didn't have that much of a chance in the first place. But the tactical map now looks like this. We're holding Daegu sector, and the enemy is pushed out. By the looks of it, even if it's draw, I think they will be able. They will be forced out of the sector in the end, since the map doesn't show that they are holding Yeongdeok anymore. Well, this went a lot better than expected. Whew. Well, that's a relief. I thought that this is going to be the end of the series either way, because I had no more backups before that. The whole loss in Yeongdeok or wherever that is. I think it's Yeongdeok. Yeah. We have inflicted heavy damage to the enemy, especially in form of planes and tanks. Tanks is the best news for a while now, and well, just gonna hit OK. Yep. Bye bye, tank regiment. Oh, the enemy has decided to stay, of course. Still a lot better news than in a long time. Still a lot better than it could have been. Second armored. I think I will slowly be dragging this infantry regiment to Busan, because we really need infantry at this point. We cannot do R&Rs and refits for these guys because they have just been into battle. Yeah, this even will take 2 turns to fully refit. But we are doing something. We're doing something. We're defending, and yeah. So things are probably not as bad as they might seem to be. I got my ass handed over in the previous episode, but this time I'm back at it. I'm rocking, giving the 4-month break from this game, and I think it's actually not that bad of a result. So I guess I'm going to end it here, because this video is once again 1 hour, despite my promise not to keep him this long in my previous episode, but that's just how it turned out this time. And yeah, thanks for sticking with me throughout this episode. Your feedback is valuable. Please tell me if you had a better time watching this video with without the distracting captions here, and what other games that you want me to play, because I've been playing other games like Arma, IL-2, Sturmavik, these sort of games, Avian Forza Horizon 4. If you would be interested in seeing content from those video games, do not hesitate to leave a comment down below, and you will see series and videos coming up. I'm also planning to make Arma.3 Contact series as well, just going through the missions, a little bit of a insight into that game and the game's mechanics. I'm rather familiar with those, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. You have a nice remaining day, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.